I've been doing music for about 14 years completely, you know. I decided to make it, you know, official, make it my career, my life, you know, just about 3 years ago, you know, when I met the producers, came across John Seda, and we got in the studio, we recorded one song, and from there, we just got it popping, y'all, you know, that's how we did it. Here I am today. 3 years. 3 years. Hard work. Let's go hard work. For everybody that want to know where I was born in Rio Piedras, Puerto Rico. I'm Puerto Rican 100%, proud of it. Shout out to all my Puerto Ricans and to all my Latinos out there. I've been with the producers for around 3 years now. We've been working on the album, self-titled Mr. Regason, for about 6-7 months. You know, we've been at it, working hard every day, day in, day out, you know, lots of long nights. So for all y'all out there that want to be an artist and think this is easy, y'all got it wrong. This is nothing but hard work. You got to be dedicated. You got to give it your 100%. And most of all, no matter what, keep pushing and stay focused. My favorite style of music, let me see. Well, I will have to say, you know, my favorite style of music, you know, to start off with, let's say salsa. You know, I grew up with salsa. You know, as I was a little kid, my mom and everybody, you know, used to listen to salsa. But I love hip hop. I love reggaeton. You know, I love rock. I love all genres of music, you know, and I want to take this time right now to give a big shout out, much love from Regason and the producers to everybody out there that's a musician or is involved in music in any kind of way, in any genre out there. Much love to y'all. Regason. Well, I would have to say salsa, you know, Hector Lavoe, Willie Colon, Fania. Everybody from back in the days, you know, like I said before, as I was growing up listening to salsa, you know, I went ahead and took a little bit of that, what I know from the song, from my people, from my roots. I done took that and blended it with all kind of other genres and all kind of different fusions, and that's what we have today. Here I am, y'all, Regason. Regason. That's right. Yeah. Wow, that's a good question. You know, I will have to say what inspires me to write music is everyday life. You know, the producers, you know, what's going on out here in this world, my life experiences, you know, basically. Depending on the mood, depending where we at, I mean, we might go to the store, go out to Publix to go buy some meat to barbecue. And while we in Publix, we come up with an idea about a song. We come back to the studio, lay the idea down, but when you least expect it, there it is. Another one, another hit, baby. We come up with them bangers. That's how we do everyday life. That's what inspires Regason, everyday life.
What's it like working with the producers?
I have to say a pain. Oh, it's a pain. For y'all that don't know, working with the producers is work. You know why? Because everybody here is a perfectionist. Everybody out here in this band is a family, is united, and it's devoted to making this happen. So working with the producers for me is a blessing. I thank God every day that, you know, I've been able to work with the producers with experience guys like they are, you know, and that have showed me and continue to show me every day, you know, the roads to success and how to stay focused in this business, you know. So to me, working with the producers is the best thing that could have ever happened to me. You know, it's a blessing. And once again, I thank God for it.
Well, working with Regason has been a very interesting experience and journey. We started about 3 years ago, and he was a rough diamond cut, and now he's turned into this pink diamond. Let's call it the pink diamond, you know, because you know the pink diamond is the most expensive one and the most rarest one there is in the world. So that's where he's at right now. So I would say it's been very exciting And I've been very happy about the results of everything. And working with the producers was probably the best band I've ever been in my whole career. So having the combination of the two has been incredible. So if you ask me, I'd say it's been the best. The fact, if you asked me a couple of years ago if I would have been in a hip hop band, probably about 10 years ago, I said, hell no, you know, but you know, things have changed. You learn every day when you work in music, and you learn to adapt to different styles, and that's what the producers is all about. It's a multicultural group, you know. There's not a style that we're not afraid to touch or deal with. It actually kind of happens by spirit. It happens who's around us and what's surrounding us and what are we feeling. So it's been a great experience. The producers and Mr. Regason, awesome.
Well, I love working with Regason and the producers because it gives me a lot of freedom. I deal with a lot of different type of musics. I'm sort of like a no holds barred type musician, and it's like there's nothing I won't do musically. So working with Regason and the producers is really a pleasure for me because we have no boundaries on any type of music that we'll do. So there's, from day to day, there's no telling what we're gonna do.
Boricua, pues ya guerrero, que rápidamente que dice que regresó, pues mira, pues de los primeros y digo Boricua, pues ya guerrero, sabe que digo que mira, pues ya yo vengo con mi fuego, Rise Some Music, papi, no te equivoques, porque si tú lo haces, papi, mira, pues te exploten, yo vengo luchando, pues vengo, mira, pues chequeando a todos aquellos que vienen, mira, comentando, que sabe que dice, que mira, no es un chiste, que mira, te reíste, pero ajuste, tú te fuiste. Yeah, Regason. Wow, what's most important for me as an artist? I will have to say longevity. You know, I want to be the best. I want to be number one. You know, I want to be able to not only do it for 1 year and, you know, do like a lot of these other artists is out here, you know, not to mention any names, but let's be real, let's be realistic. A lot of people out there want to think that they're artists and they're really one-hit wonders. I don't want to be that guy. I want to be able to keep bringing you music and more hits and be able to fill you with my life experiences, as I said before, but also love, happiness, you know, everything that we go through. You know, what's most important for me in music is to be able to have a long career, to be able to express myself and have you guys, have all the people around the world enjoy my music. That's what's most important for Regason.
It's to perform from the heart, you know, it's to play with feel, to create and write music that touches people. As a producer, it's really important for me to help the artist achieve their goals, you know, and not change their style, is to, you know, help them enhance their style. A lot of times, you know, they got all this energy and it's like 99% pure fire, and sometimes you need to add a little bit more of that 1% to help them to get, you know, to make it really ignite and explode. And that's what my job is, and that's what the job of the producers is to help the artist sound their best. And that's what music is all about, is working as a team to create incredible styles of music, incredible versions of different feels. So the most important thing to me is just to play from the heart and to make people out there happy when they hear our music.
Oh, that's easy. The most important thing is that we get at the spirit of whatever we're doing, that is genuine and real. That there's no replacing that, you know, and a person listens to what you do, they can always feel if it's what's the term, you know, keeping it real. That's the most important thing.
You know, I've been blessed. You know, God has blessed me with a talent. You know, I've had to work to be able to get my talent to the max. you know, to where I need to be. Sharp, you know, like a razor blade. That's how I stay, you know, sharp. Boy, y'all boys get with me, boy, y'all gonna bleed off top because I'm sharp like that. It's taken me about 3 years, you know. One of my techniques, you know, I grab the metronome. I will grab a metronome and I will rap with the metronome real slow. And then little by little, I will make the metronome go faster and faster till I couldn't rap as fast as the metronome was doing. It was going and going, and then I try and even though I messed up, I kept trying. I kept pushing it. And over the time, over the years, you know, I've gotten to where I'm at, you know. That's why Regason, anywhere, anytime, any place, in front of whoever it is, you want Regason to spit it like this, pues yo le canto para que todo el mundo que escuche, porque tú sabes que mira que yo vengo violento, papi, no te equivoques, porque mira, y yo te dejo, ¿sabes? Regason. You know, aquí estoy, papi. Rising Sun Music, boy. Don't get it twisted. Yeah, you know.
What motivates you to continue to work hard?
Haters. I love them haters, boy. Them haters keep me writing. All them haters, for all y'all out there that thought I couldn't make it, that thought I wouldn't be here today, y'all know who it is. I ain't got to say no name, because y'all know all the haters keep me inspiring. Besides the haters, my family, my loved ones, you know, like I said, everyday life, you know, what I go through every day. You know, I go to work every day. I'm up at 5 in the morning going to work every day. You know what I'm saying? That's what motivates me to get up out of this, man, because we got to have better. We're going to have better. You know? That's what it is, man. That's what motivates me, man. Number one, them haters. Haters keep hating, because I'm going to keep shining. Y'all already know. Y'all see the spotlight on me, right? I ain't got no other choice but to act like a fool, boy. You know, Regason right here, man. Haters, y'all keep hating. I'm going to keep writing. All right? That's how we going to handle y'all. Y'all keep hating. We going to keep writing. All right? Yeah. Wow, hard. I don't think hard is a word that fits into what I have to go through. You know, it's hard, it's fun at the same time, but you know, it's a lot of things that come with that territory. You know, working with the producers, don't think you're just gonna come into the studio, get in the booth and just record whatever. You know, they make sure your pitch is right. So in order for your pitch to be right, you have to do vocal rehearsals, all right? I stay on my vocal rehearsal, everyday thing, all right? In order for you to deliver the way you deliver, and you have to deliver, you know, you have to practice. So they steadily riding me. I mean, you know, it's all right to make a mistake every once in a while, but if you make too many, boy, they get them channel locks. And when they start squeezing them channel locks, you don't want no part of it. So working with the producers, yes, it's hard, but you know, at the end of the day, it's all worth it. I wouldn't trade it for anything, you know. It's made me a better artist. I have developed 100 times more. You know, I know and have a lot more knowledge of how to be an artist, what to do on stage and what not to do now than what I did before. You know what I'm saying? Before, you know, everything takes time. But working with the producers, for all y'all that think this is easy, once again, well, y'all dead wrong, boy, because the producers don't play no games. They are not about no games, y'all. That's real. So that's what it is, man. Man, I mean, there's no comparison, you know. I've been able to experience them both, I've done the track act, and I got my band, and I tell you what, there's nothing like a live band, a live show. You know, the track act, it's cool. You might be able to get by with it, but it ain't got that feel. It ain't got the excitement. It doesn't have the fun, and most of all, it doesn't have the unity. The band is where it's at, man. Overall, live performances for me, any day over a track act. So if y'all out there, y'all want to hire Regason, don't ask Regason to come with a track act, baby. Y'all hire Regason and the producers all day. We a band, we won unity. We won. That's how it is. That's how we roll. You know, so for me, Regason, I stick to my live performances. I eat these fake MCs out here with these little track acts. They don't even know what the business is about. Y'all keep working. Y'all got to work a lot harder to get to this level. That's right. That's right. Y'all got to work a lot more harder. So for me, once again, let's make this real clear for all y'all out there that might have not heard me. For me, live performances is where it's at. Ain't no comparison. You could keep the track act. You could keep all that little microphone sounding like a bunch of cockroaches on the mic. That ain't me, man. It's got to be right. It's got to be done the correct way, and that's having a live band. That's what it is. The producers and Regason, baby. You don't get no better than that.
It came to my attention a story about vice grips and like channel locks. What does that mean?
Wow, the vice grips and the channel locks. Well, you know, vice grips, you know, you use the vice grips or you use channel locks to tighten up a screw or anything like that. So when either we're recording or we're rehearsing and, you know, either one of us makes a mistake, you got to get out the vice grips, boy. That means you got to tighten up your game. You got to get right. If you don't get right, ain't gonna be too many more vice grips coming out. Vice grips might come out once or twice, but it ain't gonna be no third time. So the definition, the meaning of the vice grips and the channel lock, that means tighten up your game, get it right, because we ain't here to get a good sound. If we're a band, remember, and y'all already know how the band works. If one look bad, then we all look bad, and if one sound bad, then we all sound bad. So you gotta tighten up your game, like this right here, boy. You see the vice grips getting to work? Look how I work that wrist. Look, you gotta work the wrist though. Get the vice grips like this right here, and you tighten up the game. That's what the vice grips and the channel locks is, man. That's what the inside joke is about, man. For y'all that don't know, you know, I'm Puerto Rican. Y'all already know that. For sure, y'all already know that. Y'all can tell, you know, y'all see the banana peel all staying all over me. I'm Puerto Rican, you know that. I love reggaeton, you know, and I don't diss nobody out there doing the reggaeton. But the difference between reggaeton and Regason is that reggaeton is roots. Reggaeton is more music. It's more live, more instruments. We really doing this thing, man. We ain't behind no little keyboard pushing a key or nothing. We playing. You know what I'm saying? This is real instruments. This is real music. Reggaeton is for around the world, every genre, from Japan all the way to Puerto Rico, from Puerto Rico all the way back to Colombia, to everywhere around the world, baby. That's how we do. That's what Regason is. Every genre, every nationality, every country has a song. And what we call song is our rumba, how we get down, baby. You know. That's how it is, baby. Straight from the roots, Regason. That's the difference between reggaeton and Regason. Here I am, boy. Y'all already know Regason right here, boy. Reggaeton. Y'all already know. That's how we do, baby. Ha! Don't get it twisted. Don't y'all forget the meaning of that now. Regason and reggaeton. Y'all already know. Here I am. Y'all want the side view? Check it out. Regason right there, baby. Don't get it twisted. Y'all see it right here. You know, Among That Man coming soon, real soon. Starring my boy, you know, Avelino and Rico. Scott. Shout out, much love to you, man. I want to say thank you, man. I also want to send much love out to the director and your whole crew out there in Australia, baby. We look forward to coming out there, starting our tour, promoting this movie, man. I feel blessed. Once again, thank you, man. Thank all of y'all in Australia. I can't wait to come out there and show y'all how Regason get down. Here it is, baby. Y'all want the close-up? Among That Man, baby. Featuring my boy, Rico. Llegó el pistolero. Yeah, Regason, mi gente, Among Dead Men coming soon, baby. That's what it is. Here you go. One more time, the close up. Yeah. While I live among dead men. Yeah, you know, Regason. Here it is, baby. It's a blessing. One.
Yo soy el pistolero. El pistolero diablo.
Hey, Rico. Soy yo. El pistolero. El pistolero del diablo. Among dead men.
Rico. Mad love to you, Rico. Yo soy el pistolero.
El pistolero del diablo.
Entre la vida de un hombre muerto, batallando con mí mismo en la calle sobreviviendo. Rico, welcome to my life. This is how I live, fighting to survive while I live among dead men. Tengo que cambiar mi vida para la muerte me llama. Ciérrate este libro, misión completada. Tengo que ver mañana, me monto en mi Harley con mi mami. Rico, welcome to my life. This is how I live, fighting to survive while I live among dead men.
Soy el hombre muerto. Soy el hombre muerto. Soy el hombre muerto.
Hard work, a lot of dedication, and you got to stay focused.